Hello and welcome. I'm tuning in for today's message. You may ground yourself. Breathe deeply in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. This message goes out to a collective that is on the path to true natural abundance, deep fulfillment, love in the true and authentic way, and even prosperity that comes as a side product through you being your true abundant self again. So right now, all of you have done a lot. And even though all of you have different life stories, you are all in the point right now where you feel you are free, very free already. And I congratulate you already because you made great shifts. Yes, it's good to let this sink in and to acknowledge it. And now, today is showing that the deepest and maybe even darkest parts of yourself are now revealing. And it's still time that you hold space for them, showing you what you did to yourself, what you did to yourself in means of what kind of identity you pressed yourself inside. Because already as a small child, you felt you had no other choice. And so these last things that block your solar plexus and sacral energy from flowing around you and attracting your true natural abundance are identities that you chose. Identities you put up front, even inside of you, even in front of yourself, within yourself. Even you thought for a long time that you are this thing. And you made yourself forget how beautiful, how abundant, how self-sovereign your true self is. There was this version of you when you were very small that felt your divine worth and was already expressing it. And whatever happened to you, you decided you cannot be like this because people would hurt you, or you would be abandoned. So what you did was that you tried to become someone else, someone less self-sovereign, someone who didn't know who they were, someone who cannot express in their divine way and not feel guilty about it, someone who cannot allow to be their full, spontaneous, beautiful and loving child in this earth, in this paradise where we choose to incarnate. And you chose to identify with what you learned. You identified with denying all of this abundant beauty and truly believing about yourself that you cannot be this thing and that you are not worthy of receiving what you truly want, what you truly desire, and what is truly you. So the experience you had was creating a life, creating surroundings and situations from an identity of lack, an identity of not being quite enough, and an identity of someone who couldn't be happy, fulfilled in their true way and could never know themselves how they truly are, who they truly are. Always having to play a role, always having to fit in somewhere, never really being at rest, always being on high alert, maybe even always having a high-wired nervous system. And like this, it might have been also very, very hard to ground, to feel peace, and to relax in relationships. Because even there, you played roles of someone who you thought you had to be, because you blocked your own connection to who you truly are, but of course, without really realizing it, without knowing it, without remembering that you decided to do so. And of course, when you were a small child, your decision to try to be someone else and use these dense, partly dark energies to block your own light was not a logical one. It was just out of survival, and because you really felt the need to protect what was your most precious. Because you couldn't trust your surroundings to not harm you. And because you wanted to feel strong, to be strong, and to make your path in an environment that couldn't support what you truly were in your true way. And now all of this has ended. Now all of this is gone. And now you are here as your adult self and as someone who might already know that the holiest of the holy that you carry inside can never be touched, never be altered, never be hurt. So today I invite you through this message to really ground, breathe deeply, and feel this part of yourself who still thinks that I have to put up a front, who still believes that you aren't good enough, that you aren't worthy of what you really desire. Feel this part of yourself who needed to protect him so desperately, so they even agreed to carry dense energies around, which made them heavy, which made them self-sabotage, so you would never ever discover again who you truly are. Today I invite you, while breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, to let these energies go. And you are invited by your guarding spirits to let them help you, letting go of the dense energies that you thought you needed to protect yourself. Your guarding spirits are here for you. And they come from a high frequency that does not need to hide anything about you in order to protect. Because you've got all this protection within you. It is still a process. It will not happen in just one blink of the eye. And today you can allow to let this process being started to realize which part of yourself still believe they need this protection, and to open your heart for the parts of yourself that stayed in darkness in order to protect you, and so that they can emerge into the light again and being welcomed in your heart. While breathing, open your heart with every breath more and more, and allow all of this to happen. And as you do so, bit by bit, breath by breath, you might feel, maybe small in the beginning, you might feel something emerge that has a completely different energy. Something that is light and playful and that has all of the bliss, the fun, the beauty the spirit in themselves. And if this peaks their small head above the barrier, you are right now in the process of removing layer by layer. Also, welcome this back into your heart. Yes, yes, yes. You may merge with this part of yourself where your true abundance lies. Where your true abundance can become one with you again. Just breathe deeply and let it all happen and enjoy giving yourself this time and space to let both things happen. Releasing the energies that don't serve you anymore and receiving what you've hid behind them. What is the most powerful part of yourself? And you may understand that even though this process will take much longer than this message to listen to, that it is both a new identity that you can claim today and that is formed by this playful, beautiful, creative inner child that will emerge now. And still, it is something that you've been all along and that was yours all the time. Yes, yes, yes. It will be so. Yes, yes, yes. I'll leave you to this process now. Give yourself all this love, devotion, care, time, space, energy you need right now for this. Follow your own impulses, how you can best take on this process. Realize that there is nothing worthier than yourself to tend to right now, and practice this kind of self-devotion. So your light can emerge more and more and more and be reflected to you also in your outside world. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this path. You are already it. You are already this abundance, this love, this beauty. And all you have to do is release of the belief that you are not. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By going this path, finding the abundance deep within yourself, you are opening doors for a huge collective, that can now step into a completely new life and create themselves a completely new world. This is big, and never think that you are stupid or not enough. Again, if the outside world needs time to reflect your inner changes, just look within and you will find what still needs some devotion, care. And by giving it to yourself, you are healing.